of them have families, and I'm sure their lives have been uprooted and sort of turned around for 9.5 months. And with the support and help from family and friends, they've managed to get here. So let's give them a round of applause. Last night they had their final, which, in case you're not sure how that works, they've been working for the last 6 weeks downstairs in L'École, the restaurant here at school, on a curriculum of recipes from garde-manger, poissonnier, saucier, and pastry. And at the end of those 6 weeks, they had the final. They picked out of the hat. They chose 2 dishes randomly, and then they had to execute those dishes, preparing 4 plates of each dish and presenting it to a panel of judges from the industry within a certain time frame. So it's a really tough test, and from what I understand, they did really well, and I'm really proud of you. So basically, the chefs behind me have had these guys at some point in their time here, and one by one we're going to come up and say a few parting words before we proceed with graduation. So in level 1, this class had Chef Veronica. So here you are. It's really good to see you here. And some of you I didn't have, but I've had and talked to throughout their other levels. And I too am very proud of you. And I had no doubt that you would do well. So congratulations. And I think I've talked to you pretty much. I've given you the advice that I need to give you, right? A lot in level 1 and 2. I just want to remind you to keep working on your craft and keep growing as much as you can. Listen, open your ears, open your mouths, only to taste. Open your eyes and taste your food, and try to be humble and try to absorb. Try to keep growing. Try never to get bored. Okay? And if you're facing a challenging day, remember that tomorrow always comes. Things change and grow, so just keep on walking. Okay? I'm giving you a lot of love right now. And please don't be strangers, and come back whenever you can. Thank you. So the next chef they had was me. So I always find it's always really interesting to see the transformation from day 1 and level 1 to now. And, I think that in level 3 and 4, when I had these guys, it's an interesting level. And level 3 is very tough. They have to have their midterm in the end of the level. So they're very focused on timing and executing dishes in a certain time frame that taste good, look good. And then they get to level 4, and it's a little different. It's a definite change of pace, where they're divided amongst 3 stations, where they're doing family meal, they're doing production, they're doing a lot of high volume kind of cooking. And I had them doing buffets, which is a really creative part of the level and a really enjoyable part, because you're cooking off the cuff. There's really no curriculum. We create the curriculum, and we're able to produce food that the whole school gets to taste, and we really can show off what we do, and it was a lot of fun. So I just think that, as much as this is the end of the line here at school, it's just the beginning for you. It's the beginning, whether you want to be a chef, or you want to be a caterer, or you want to be a food stylist, whatever you want to do, there's more options now than ever, which is really exciting in our industry, because when I went to culinary school, everyone wanted to be a line cook. And that was great. I love that. But I think now it's wide open. And so I just want to wish you a lot of good luck. And I know in about 6 weeks, Chef X will be calling you for midterm juries. And that's a really kind of neat thing to come back and critique the next group of students' food and see your class and touch base with us here at SCI. So thank you for letting me teach you. It was an honor, and good luck. They also have Chef Anna in pastry, so let's have Chef Anna.
There is nothing to say now. Yeah, congratulations. I'm very happy to have a chance to teach you, and these past 3 months just flew away. So I guess it was good time for everyone, and I hope so, because it was great for me. And I saw beautiful dessert, the special of the day. I hope everybody has the same much fun I do. And good luck, and take care.
Level 5 and 6 instructor, Chef Xavier.
Nothing changed on this class. So authentic. I have a complaint. They talk too much, so now I have nothing to say anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
I find that hard to believe.
I mean, yesterday, last night was a good night for this class, I guess. I have them for 12 weeks. The day one, I have them in the level 5. They hear a lot of story of that, so they come and they don't know exactly who they go get it and what to do. So they just come like very slowly. Don't take too long for them to understand what to do after. Some have a lot of character in this class. So as a chef, we have to deal with a student, but we have to deal with a character also. And that is interesting. It's a very good task. Actually, it's more difficult to learn the character of a student compared to teach them to cook. Anyway, the bottom line is we teach them to do well online and deal with different problems in the kitchen. They should be able to deal with that. And we try very hard to do. And some of them get it very well, and some still testing us on the kitchen. So it's a very good challenge. But in the meantime, the last day of level 6, I'm the one watching them working upstairs. And we turn the role. I'm testing them in a certain way. It's like they have a final, and now they all calm, sweating a lot, and try to understand what they did for 6 weeks. So it's just funny because all these big characters in this class just calm down and they just focus a lot on what they're doing. So I'm very proud of them. Always my big concern is to them to stay clean and work clean in the kitchen. Especially in the world we're living now, everybody is worried about food and, So we try to educate them as much as possible. And I think they did a very good job last night. So I just want to congratulate everybody. And like Chef Candy said, I will call you soon. And that's going to be another tester for you because every time we told them, test your food, what do you think? And they were like, So we told them, I said, you season and you put more salt, that is for me. So they keep doing that. So we will see in the 6 weeks how they react now when they have to judge a midterm who are students are the same way. And it's always a good challenge to do that. So congrats to everybody.
Line up along that wall in alphabetical order, and we're going to ask you to come down for your diploma.